Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So yeah, if you saw in the description 8 different races, it's because, well, these are imaginary rally races, so it's like each race won't take that long. So this live stream might be 30 minutes, it may be way less than that. But to make each race fair, each race will be at least like 6 or 10 laps long kind of thing. Maybe not that long, probably just 4 laps to be honest. So each imaginary race will be 4 laps long. There's going to be imaginary mud tracks, gravel tracks, dirt tracks, snow tracks for the first 4 races, and then the other 4 will just be a combination of the 4 I said. Possibly, I'm not sure. See these 5 race cars right here? Ignore all these other ones over here. These 5 racing right now are the ones that are actually racing. Those over there are just like, having some like hangout meet like thing as they watch this race happen. They'll probably just watch this race happen more than likely. So actually I may just, turn them all this way so that way it can actually look like that is happening. There we go, much better. Actually, if I move these cars a little bit more back, you can actually see them all. Because there's really only like 5 of them in here. Oh, and actually, I just realized we will have 1, maybe 2 ice racing events as well too, because this car was actually an ice GP car, but let's see how the other cars do on nothing but ice, because most of these other cars, they race in snow, and snow is not exactly ice. Ice is just snow, but much harder and more frozen solid. So we'll have to see what cars handle better there. Anyways, the first imaginary racetrack will be gravel. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Lancia is in last place. Now remember, these Bentley cars are pretty heavy, so I wouldn't be surprised if they get overtaken, given the fact that, these rally tracks are not meant for straight line speed, and these cars have a lot of horsepower. Subaru is now first, followed by Ford second, and Ford's first. Lancia takes second, not so fast as Subaru. Whoa, what happened there? Car spun off track badly and Subaru takes the lead. Yikes. And Subaru takes a big lead. A really big lead from the Lancia. Lancia is gaining, but it's still not enough. And the Ford comes back, and the Ford overtakes Lancia and is now back to first place again. It was nice while it lasted for that Subaru, but don't think it's going to last much longer, as we are now on lap 3 or 4 into the race already. Again, these are all imaginary races, so it's like it's up to me to figure out how long each lap takes. And because it's an imaginary track, it's like it could be long or short. But most of these imaginary rally tracks, I don't want them being crazy long, because then the live stream won't be long. We're now on the final lap. Who's going to win? Down to the final 2 turns. Well, final 2 turns, but the last turn goes into a small straightaway going to the finish area. We're on the last turn. It looks like Ford's going to win it. Can Ford hang on? Subaru's getting close. It's getting close. Even closer. Lancia is getting closer. These Bentley cars are getting closer too now. I mean, maybe not close to them, but like close to each other though. And the Pikes Peak Bentley race car overtakes the Ice GP one. Wow. And Ford wins the first race. Ford wins it by only maybe a second even. Well, congratulations to Ford winning the first race. Round of applause. The Bentley cars will start 1-2. And actually, Ford has to start dead last, so yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. And this track is not gravel. It's going to be, so let's see, there's gravel, dirt, mud, snow, ice. And then we'll probably have some races with rain as well too. Well, imaginary rain to make things more interesting to see what happens there. This one's dirt now. Next up will be mud, then snow, then ice. Dirt might be a little bit more challenging for some of these cars because it's slightly worse than gravel actually. So we'll see what happens here. Lancia already into first place. Subaru jumps to second and takes first now. Ford's coming up. And Ford's now in third place. Now it's into second place. And it's already first place again. Now, even if I were to imaginarily upgrade these 3 cars here for horsepower ratings, by imaginarily doing that somehow, the Ford would more than likely still have more horsepower than the other 2 would, even though that thing is much lighter than this one here. But the Ford is newer, so it already starts off with more horsepower compared to these 2 here. Subaru's getting close. I mean, look at how close that is. Lancia is getting really close too. And somehow, everyone's really close now. Wow, this race is getting a lot more closer than I thought now. I mean, these gaps are like not even that big all of a sudden now. We just got to be careful that we don't have mirrors accidentally falling off, or spoilers either. Although for the 2 Bentley cars, it would be the mirrors because they don't have spoilers. After these 8 races are done, I'm going to have a different race happen. I'm not entirely sure when, but I'm going to have one race where I race all of my mini GT race cars, and that will be it for that race. I'm not going to race them again after that. I'm going to have one Ultimate Mini GT Diecast Cars Racing live stream event on my channel today. I don't know exactly what time, but I'll probably make a video somehow before it happens. Although you already seen that video of all my mini GT race cars, so it's like I don't need to make a preview of all my mini GT race cars then before that live stream happens. So maybe after this live stream, I just start another one. We are 90% done with the race, 96% done, 97% done, 98, 99. We are now 100% done, and the Subaru gets close again to first place, but just not enough in there. Got closer, but still not enough though. All right, so let's see, it was gravel, dirt, now it's mud. Mud is basically like dirt, but with rain in it, but it's like, technically it already has the water mixture in there, so it's like, it's not really raining on the track. So yeah, this one's mud, so, whoa, 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 whoa. Although this car has been up the hill climb, but that's when it was paved though, so I don't think it's... Whoa, 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 whoa! Yeesh, I don't know what happened to that Bentley race car there, the hill climb one, but it's not doing so well. These 3 are getting really close to each other now. They're pulling more away from those 2 cars because those 2 cars are having some difficulties catching up with them in the mud, and they're being really slow. Whereas these 3 don't have to because they've definitely probably gone into mud racing before. Subaru overtakes the Ford and is now first place, but then the Ford re-overtakes it. Whoa. Bad slide off the track there for the Subaru. That puts Lancia into second, but not for long. I mean, look at this gap here. Geez, the blue Bentley started to open a really long gap from the other one all of a sudden now. This is race 3 of 8, by the way. The ice race would be race 5 of 8. So next up is snow, and this car's raced on ice, but maybe not snow. So we'll have to see what happens. I know these 3 cars definitely have raced in snow before. And actually, to make things fair for that All Mini GT diecast cars racing car event, we'll have one big race with like 4 different types of terrain. There will be asphalt, but only through the last turn, turn which will be pretty much straight through the finish, but the rest of the track will be like a bunch of other terrains. So it's going to be asphalt for that race, gravel, snow, and dirt. I don't want to have ice on there because that's really unfair. All the other cars would not do so well besides that one Bentley car there. But yeah, basically the start will be you'll start on asphalt, but then you go straight into gravel, then snow, then dirt, and then back to asphalt. So I guess just to make it clear, it'll be hold on, actually, it'll be actually, I said gravel. Whoops. And then that. But that's for the big race, not this race right here, though. So basically, the Ultimate Mini GT diecast race cars race will start on asphalt for a very small part and then go straight into gravel, then snow, then dirt, then back to asphalt to finish the race. But again, that's not happening until this race is done. And the race is over. The Ford takes 3 wins in a row now. So it's one on gravel, dirt, mud. Next is snow, then ice. And we'll see what happens here, because I'm not sure if the Lancia has really raced in snow before, but I could be wrong. 3, 2, 1, go. And this Bentley's just pulling away off the start. But here comes the other cars. As the hill climb one hasn't really raced on that kind of terrain before, but that Bentley's like, well, ice is just snow, just, less hard and more soft and compact. So it might have a small chance of winning this, given the fact that it's used to that kind of terrain. Ford's getting closer, so is Subaru, so is Lancia. And the Bentley is overtaken, and it's overtaken again. But can it get third place? Nope. Maybe. Well, and somehow the Lancia spins out of the track really badly and ends up in dead last place. I don't know what happened there. Nope, but a little bit later it's back up there. 96% done with the race, 98, 99.95, and we are just now done with the race. Lancia got close to being second, but just not enough. And Ford has won the first 4 races, so it's won 50% of the races so far. If it wins on the ice track, it's going to have a higher percentage win rate than it would for anything else. Now, the thing is, though, I was just thinking that we do a snow and ice track after this because they've just raced on snow and ice. And then after that, for race 7, we do dirt and gravel. And then for the last race, we do just one asphalt only race to make things a bit more challenging. To give these two other cars that haven't won a chance to do something. Because I think that's fair. So after this is snow and ice, then the next race will be dirt, gravel, and mud, all combined into one. And then after that race 8 of 8 will be fully asphalt. Fully asphalt with like maybe 5% of, like 5 or 10% of gravel. But that's if I feel like putting that in that imaginary race. Well, this race is over, so now we have to reset these cars again. We are now doing the ice race, but remember, this car was an ice GP winner car, so we'll have to see if it can actually win this race or not. 3, 2, 1, go. It's pulling away because this car has special ice tires, I guess, on it. Although technically the other car should too, so that way they don't slip and slide all over the track. So every car is automatically equipped with ice tires, but this car has one on the Ice GP racetrack. But we're doing a kind of small, shorter version of it, though. Yeah, that Bentley's just cruising out there in first. Here comes the Ford. Here comes the Subaru. They're all getting really close. We are now 96% done. 98, 99, 100. And the Bentley Ice GP race car caps off its first win on the ice track. Wow. That was impressive. Okay, so the thing is, for the snow and ice mixed track, it'll be 50% snow, 50% ice. But the thing is, though, the cars will have to be ready for when the track goes from snow to ice or ice to snow, because that may cause a new winner, but we'll have to see. Now, the Ford won on the snow track, but the Bentley won on the ice track, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Bentley has won one race, so its winning percentage is only 10% for now out of all these races, because it's only won one so far. 5 or 10%, maybe 5%. Well, it's won 1 out of 8 races, so that's maybe 8%, I think. Well, and actually, because that guy got second and that guy got third, the Lancia actually starts first with that Bentley in second. Which means that the Lancia will actually have a better chance of maybe winning this race starting off in first place. Actually, the Ford has to go further back because it was second. 3, 2, 1, go. Nope, Subaru jumps to first place not long after that. So the racetrack will start off as snow for 25%, then ice for another 25%, then snow, and then finish with ice. So we're starting with snow, then ice. We're now up to 48% done. Get ready, cars, because you're going to need to hopefully change tires. And actually, these cars are now equipped with snow and ice tires, meaning that they can handle both terrains on the same track at the same time. So they won't have to change tires then. Because it would be imaginarily unfair if they were stuck on snow tires only, not ice and snow tires, or a mixture of both tires at the same time. Or an ultimate compound of ice and snow tires to never fall off the track when it's snow or ice. That's kind of the tires we'll end up using in this race, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Well, there's snow and ice tires. I'm not sure if they'll be the ultimate ones, though. The race is now ice, and the Bentley takes the lead, and Ford's right behind it in second. It's getting close, really close, actually. This car is just back there. Even though it has ice tires on, it's still just driving slow because this car has more horsepower than that one does, because it's a hill climb car, and you're supposed to have, a crazy amount of horsepower to go up that, mountain track thing. With that ultimate race coming up, that Hyundai has had a few chances of being first place, given the fact that I want to say maybe standard tires or something, because it's all these other race cars have nothing but crazy performance tires. Maybe that one has special soft tires or some other race tires that all those other cars don't know about. But I don't think that's really true. I think it has performance tires. It just ends up choosing the best ones for each race somehow. This is race 6 of 8. Next one will be the dirt, mud, and gravel one, where the two Bentley cars more than likely will not get first place. We're now back to snow, so back to here it goes. Well, if the Ford wins this, it will win 5 of 8 races for the off-road imaginary rally racing events. I don't know if I do an 8th race for asphalt because I think it would be unfair for the other cars. But again, I do know that some, rally races do have like some tracks where it's nothing but asphalt only. So I think that's fair then. I totally think it's fair. So we're now about like, well, if it's 25%, that means when the race hits 75%, right after that, it goes straight ties for the final 25% of the race because it's 50-50 of each. So we are now 73% done, 74.95. We are at the final 25%, which is nothing but sheer ice on this track. Can the Bentley hold on to get its final win? We'll have to see. Ford's getting closer and closer. Same with Subaru. Same with Lancia. This car has gotten close, but it's still a little too far behind to really make a big impact. 98% done of the race. 99, 100, and the Bentley race car wins it again. I think that thing's just unbeatable on the ice part of the race. Well, just goes to show you that sometimes certain races just go a certain way. All right, now these cars are fitted with dirt, mud, and gravel tires because this race will be 33% gravel, 33% dirt, 33% mud, and that's 99 and like maybe 1 more percent on gravel. So basically the end of the race will be gravel, which is not as bad as mud or dirt, meaning that cars will have to be prepared for that. And we'll see what happens then. So far, the Bentley's won 2 races, meaning it's now 2 of 8, so that's 40% win ratio. But the Ford has won 6 of 8. So, well, correction, it's won 4 of the 8 races. So that's still 50% win ratio. But it's gotten second place every other time after that. So pretty much it's gotten first or second throughout the entire race, meaning that the Ford would be first place overall for point standings if we were to do that. But I'm not doing points. I'm just doing it by cars winning. I mean, technically, if it were to be points, I guess like first place would be like, I don't know, 20 points. Second place would be 15, 20. So basically it would be like 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. So basically, if you're last place, you get no points, which is what this Bentley race car has gotten. The race has started, and surprisingly, the Bentley is still second place, but not for long. So the race will start with dirt, then switch into mud, meaning like after the first 33%, the next 33% will be mud. So once it hits like technically, I guess 34% kind of sort of in a way, it'll be mud. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. We've already hit the mud part, and those 2 Bentley cars just got even more further behind than normal. But this one, they're both starting to gain a bit, actually. It's not enough, though, to catch them, as these cars start pulling a little bit more away now. Come on, Ford, you can do it. And the Ford gets overtaken by the Subaru. The Subaru saying, I've had enough of this Ford in first place. I'm going to make a stand and put my team in my country first place. But not for long as the Ford overtakes it. You know, in a way of things, the Subaru is slightly bigger at the back, but not by much. But yet, if you look at the front, the Ford looks bigger, though, because it's a hatchback, not like a coupe-like thing. Well, we are now on to gravel, which is not as bad as dirt or mud. So these two are getting more closer, but it's still not enough though. We are now 97% done with the race. 98, 99, 100, and the Ford wins again. Last race will be asphalt, so the two Bentleys are probably going to be battling each other for first and second, because that was race 7 of 8. So the Ford has won 5, meaning that the Ford at this point would be the overall winner more than likely. Whoa. Ford almost got a bit happy there. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. And the hill climb car is first place. This might be the first time Subaru does not get a top 3 finish, unless somehow one of these two cars makes a really bad mistake, but I don't think they will. Now, even though it's an asphalt imaginary rally track, it's not going to be completely straightaways only. It's going to be turns, and, well, these cars are heavy, so it's like they won't really launch out of the turns into the next section that quickly. This one will. This one, I don't know, because it's a nice GP car, not an asphalt car. And just like that, it's dead last. Well, at least both Bentley race cars will probably get one first place win somehow. If it happens, though. Because these 3 other cars are getting really close now. And it accidentally hits a wall and goes into last place. How does that happen? There will be one straightaway, but only at the finish part. We are now 88% done. 89, 90, 92, 94, 96. And the Bentley takes first place. Just had to go fast enough now to do it. 98, 99, 99.95, 100, and the Bentley Hill Climb race car caps off its first win on the final track. Congratulations, but to be honest, well, I want to do just maybe one special race with all 3 winners to see which would the ultimate winner be on the ultimate rally track. Or should I just save that for the ultimate race? Because the ultimate race is going to have all the terrains: asphalt, dirt, mud, gravel, snow, ice. And I think that's all of them. Oh, I forgot sand. Whoops. I guess we have to do one more race because sand is technically not exactly... Sand is kind of like gravel, but not exactly, the same thing. Well, we have to do one more race because I forgot sand. So this is race 9. Or should... All right. Instead of sand by itself, we'll just do another combined track of dirt, gravel, mud, and sand. So that way there's sand on there. Because I don't know if I want to... We'll do this combined track and then have 10 races to do one standalone sand-only track. 3, 2, 1, go. No, wait, not yet. Because that car was there, that car was there. All right. Hold on. This car has to go here, actually. 3, 2, 1, now go. The race is now 60% done. Now it's 89% done, 94% done, 98% done. And look at how close first, second, and third place are now. And the race is over. The Ford wins again. So it's now won, what? It lost 3 races, so it's now 6 out of 9 races won. But if it wins one more, it would be 7 for 10, meaning it's 70% done, meaning it would have the highest 1% ratio out of all the cars. Now remember, the last track is sand and sand only. It's not a mixture track like that last one was. 3, 2, 1, go. Subaru actually starting to pull away a lot more somehow. But not for long as the Ford gains and overtakes it. These two are doing pretty good too, because sand isn't as bad as like some of the other trains they've been on. Well, the race is now 96% done. Let's see what happens here. 3, 2, 1. The checkered flag is coming out as the race is now 99.95% done. Now it's 99.98% done. And the race is over. The Ford wins it. Ford wins 7 of 10 races, putting it at 70% win ratio. The other two Bentleys, well, try as they might, they just weren't good enough because, again, they were made for other types of off-roading tracks for rally racing and clearly not the other tracks. Congratulations to the Ford Fiesta M Sport race car from Mini GT, winning 70% of today's rally racing events in this imaginary Mini GT diecast car special Monday early afternoon racing event. Bye everyone, thanks for watching, have a great rest of your week and weekend, and I'm probably planning on doing that special race, maybe after this one, but I'll need to take a little break though before I start it up, because I have to get all the car set up too. Bye now, laters.